Welcome back to Red Hot Marriage. We are so excited you're with us today. I think this is one topic that always gets the pot stirred. So we're going to go right into it in just a second. But first, I know we have a question for today.
I have a question for every podcast.
Yeah.
We try to come up with a question, and the question is for us to discuss here, but also is something for you when you hear the podcast. Take the question down, and it's for you to create conversation and dialogue with your husband, with your wife.
Good.
And
Okay.
you can ask this question.
I love it.
Right? Okay, this is a question. A question. Today is we're talking about sex today.
We're talking about sex,
Yep, and you can
baby.
play some real funky music in the background for this right now. But what is the one thing that I do that gets you prepared and ready to have sex?
That's a great one.
And it can be one, or it can be whatever you feel. It doesn't have to be the one.
I
thing,
won't be
you know?
graphic,
The
but
one thing.
we won't go into graphic detail.
Yeah.
But I think that something that you do really well is that you hold me. Like throughout the day, even like we'll be watching TV. And one thing that I love, and I know I've said this before, is like I love it when you touch my hair. That's a big turn on for me because it's just like something about you touching my hair. So you may just be doing it because you know that I like it, but that to me is like a major, major turn on. So I love it when you touch my hair. That prepares me for like getting ready.
Yeah.
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 So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome, honey.
What about for you?
That's great.
Yeah.
For me is when you give me that look,
What look?
the look of, oh, like I want you.
The look.
Whenever, whenever you respond to my advances. You know, that's kind of two. It's not the one, but those are some, right? That signals to me that you're
It's a go, baby.
that you're
It's a go.
welcoming that
Yeah.
that
It doesn't take a whole lot though to
Yeah.
get you started because
Yeah.
I can be sitting next to you and just not even touching you, and you're like, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
so.
Okay, I love it.
But
Yeah.
but that's, sex is a very complicated
It is.
subject in a
Yeah.
marriage.
Yeah.
It's very central to our marriage, very important for intimacy and connection,
True.
and all the other benefits that sex in a marriage relationship creates in that relationship. And today, hopefully, as we continue to build this conversation, you'll hear some things that you can take with you, and also that you can apply in your marriage, not 3 years from now, not 2 months from now, but tonight, that you can apply to create a better environment to nurture sex in your marriage.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the ways that people get disconnected from having sex. From like, what are some of the reasons why we find that couples are no longer having sex? That's something that has
Yeah.
been happening. That when we sit with couples, it's like we rarely have sex. We're rarely like we're now to like once a month type, if even. Like I don't desire it. I don't really care for it. And I know whenever I sit with my friends, I always think like you're just having bad sex. That's
I was about to say that, like if you're a woman or a man and you're having, and there could be some exceptions to this
True.
because of medical reasons, or other reasons, right, that are medically related, which it's okay. I mean, you have to navigate that. But in general terms, if you have a general healthy marriage, you're good in your health, and just this should not happen. Like you should be able to have a rhythm in sex in marriage that is both pleasing for you and for your wife. Like the way God designed marriage in a marriage, in God designed sex in a marriage to be pleasurable, to be for to create children, right? And in doing that, it also causes a lot of health benefits.
Yes.
You know, a lot of things that come with sex in a marriage. But yeah, the first thing that I think about whenever you say there's been long periods of time without sex is that you are not nurturing that part of your marriage to be something pleasurable for both.
Because it's supposed to be an expression. It's an expression of love. It's an
Yeah.
expression of abandonment, total abandonment. But
Total abandonment.
also, it is an expression
Of
of
giving of yourself.
intimacy.
Yeah.
And so much of it comes, and I know, like, speaking from the women's perspective, is that we see our bodies that have aged, that have changed, that have gone through childbirth and all these different things that we then almost are judging the way that we see ourselves all the time, right? And then for men, you can maybe speak on the way that men see our bodies. How do you see your wife's body?
As beautiful.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
it's so, but we as women sometimes get stuck in that mindset of like, well, I don't want to have sex with the lights on because
And I think what what you're bringing up here is very important because you can see like the difference in perception in that.
Right.
Like you're giving so many layers as to how women see their body, and when you asked me that, I said beautiful, just right. So, but how do you bridge that? So like that, like if you're seeing your body with all the changes over the years, if you've been a mom and you've gone through some health, issues, like how do you build that in your wife, right? And I think that we as men have the ability to build that in our wives, to feel comfortable, to feel safe in having sex, to enjoy their own bodies. We have a great not only responsibility, but we are a tool in the hands of God within our marriage to help our wife heal from any insecurities that whenever the time comes or as we nurture a better environment for sex, that is more welcome and more often and more desired, more frequent, all the
Yeah.
things that you want to experience.
I think too, like what happens as you even age, the pace of sex changes because whether, like you said, if it is through health, it is through that, if it is even through desire, that maybe the levels in testosterone and estrogen for women, and you're hitting perimenopause, you're hitting menopause, all these different changes fluctuate. But
So true. That's
yeah,
true.
yeah. So having connected sex is something that we've talked about, that it's no longer are we just having sex because we just, we're horny or that.
Yeah.
It is now, hey, I want to have connected sex. I want for us to be really together in this. And I think that sex can get tricky because when you have had sex for a long time and it has just been like body to body with no connection, no intimacy.
You're saying just
attached
like
to it.
physical,
Just like
just like-
physical. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I just need to
Release. Yeah.
release. You are the person I'm going to release on, and
Yeah.
vice versa, right?
Right.
And quickies are fun because that is always fun.
Those are fun.
Those are fun, and those could just be whatever, right? But there is almost like there is a deep need in us to be known,
The next level.
and fully loved. That is like the level of God bringing in something more that He made.
You know what that is? That's the red hot marriage
That
way.
is a red hot marriage.
That's
way.
what it is.
That is the brand. That is exactly it.
Yeah.
Because there is that level that like I want you to know me and fully love me.
Yes.
If I get naked with you, can you fully love every part of me that I see is so flawed, that
Yeah.
I see is so broken? And I come from the context of going through breast cancer, of losing body part, a major sexual organ, right? And yet, like, trying to reconcile what this body now looks like and accepting it for what it looks like, for the marks that it has on it now. And I think that one thing that you've done brilliantly, in our marriage is help me accept myself fully for who I am now. That I am not the 21-year-old that you married, but I am this 51-year-old that has given birth to amazing kids, but has also survived breast cancer, has survived so many things, right?
A 51-year-old that is hotter than the 21-year-old
Thank you, baby.
that I
Thank you.
married
Thank
back in
you.
the day.
but it has been like your words. It has been a lot of you putting that in me, that I've been able to be restored into this woman that is confident, that is able to accept herself fully sexually and
Yeah.
be free
Right.
and not needing to like, let me hide myself, let me just turn off the lights because I don't want you to see what my body looks like now. It's like, no, turn on every light in the house. I don't care. I don't care.
Yes,
right?
I love it.
But that's something that throughout the years we've been able to create. So I think that when we are sitting in the space of like, why do I feel uncomfortable when the lights are on? Why do I feel uncomfortable looking at my husband in the eyes? And it's almost like we're hiding something,
Yeah.
a part of us, shielding ourselves because there is shame, because there is maybe there's a lack of trust between us that we can't look at each other, right?
Yeah.
In the eyes. So it's definitely something to ask yourself next time that you're having sex. Like tonight, when you go and you have sex, you do this exercise with
Yes.
us, and you know, that's your homework. Can I look him in the eye? Can I look her in the eye? Can I stay in this moment with my spouse and love him
Yeah.
fully,
Right.
fully?
Not thinking about the kids, not thinking about the mortgage, not thinking about nothing else, but in that moment.
Can
That is
you be
hard to do.
present? It is hard to be
That is
present.
hard to do.
Yeah.
It takes practice, but if you continue to do it, if you continue to go down that line, and please practice this as much as you want,
True.
and report in the comments, right? But if you continue to do this, you're gonna find your way, and find that you are having connected sex, and you're gonna see the difference that connected sex compared to just having two bodies, created, just, kind of be sexual. The difference that it makes, and the difference how it feels is night and day.
It is.
Night and day.
Yeah.
And connected sex is 1,000 times better than just having sex.
It's almost, it becomes not, it's not the quantity, but the quality of the kind of sex that you are having, because it does change with time. It does change. We know that when the kids were little, we actually had to schedule sex because we
Literally.
were so tired
Yeah.
by the end of the day that it was like, okay, it's Tuesday, it's time, and it's Thursday, it's time, or whatever. We literally had to schedule it in. And now it's more organic because we don't have the worry and
Yeah.
concern of anything like that, right? Now, what we are not talking about is when there has been some kind of breach of trust in the marriage where you are not having sex because there had to be some serious boundaries that were placed.
Anything dealing with betrayal,
Anything dealing with
affairs,
betrayal.
pornography,
Absolutely.
all those
100%.
different things. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
There's need to be boundaries. There needs to be healing, a progression into getting into having sex again. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, and those are things that in past episodes we have spoken about
Yeah.
that, and that's so important because we
Yeah.
believe that you cannot have integrated sex and connected sex when there is no trust in the relationship.
No repair,
And there's been no repair, and
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
no accountability.
Yeah. There has to be something that you're both bringing, and that there's got to be a measure of safety
Yeah.
that both spouses are bringing to especially if the person has betrayed.
I want to go back, honey, and talk a little bit more about having connected sex,
Yeah.
because I think you mentioned that whenever you have connected sex, that maybe the frequency can maybe you're not having sex as often, but the frequency is less, but the sex, the quality is much greater, and so the frequency doesn't matter as much, right? Though it is important. I want to say it is important to have a rhythm, but what you're saying is so on point. But also, I think about this. I think that if you're having connected sex, I think the frequency sometimes can even increase, because your heart, your body, your mind is much more open to having sex more often.
I've heard this from my friends, and that for them, like even after like they're trying to repair their relationship, they know that sex is an important part of their marriage, but it almost feels like and this is something that one of my friends said. She goes, I almost have to like leave my body and let him just like have sex with me because I am like not there. I am not there. And as they started working through repair, working through really healing those parts of their marriage, it's like I'm fully present. I am here. Like I'm feeling it. I'm experiencing everything.
Yeah.
Like I am not needing to leave my body to just be with him. Like I'm here. And
Yeah.
that is such a testament of healing
Yeah.
for this couple, right? But that's what happens sometimes in sex, that you are maybe having the frequency, but you're not there. You're thinking, okay, well, where do I have to go shop tomorrow? And you're doing the things, right?
Yeah,
But you're
yeah.
just like not there.
Right,
Your mind is
right.
not there. Your heart is not there. Nothing is there. And the way that God made sex to be was to be fully connected, was to be fully present, was fully enjoying that moment. He gave us sexual organs so that we could enjoy each other's bodies, that it wasn't just, let's just connect and let's just pop out
Make
this child.
babies, yeah.
No, like he gave us the gift of pleasure to
Right.
really enjoy this moment, right?
Yeah.
And I think that the enemy has come in to steal that vital part of our life, of our marriage, and just put junk in place of what he really intended it to be. We confuse sex with love and love with sex, and it's not. It is not. It is so much deeper. It is so much greater than that. And we have, we go to Genesis, to the book of Genesis, that God gave Adam the gift of Eve, the gift of a partner, the gift of someone that could walk with him, be his equal, not his servant, not anything else but his equal.
Yeah.
And to walk this life with her, right? In unity and in connection. And the moment that changes is the moment that they both disconnected from the very source, which is the Lord, which is God. And then they started now becoming at odds in everything in life. And I think that that's kind of like the picture that I think of God bringing us back to that place of intimacy, first and foremost with him, and then with each other. And then every other relationship that follows is that. So I love that. I love that he would.
It's beautiful because
intentional.
every time you have sex, you think God created this. Oh my
He
gosh.
did.
He created this.
He did. And it's like a glimpse of even like heaven on earth.
Yeah.
It's a piece of paradise. And I don't know, I don't know about you all, but I know like the moment that you have good sex and you're together, it's like immediately there's the peace that falls.
Peace.
And
Yes.
you're out like a light. So it's something that God gives you, even his peace, when you are having that kind of connected sex that is honoring to each other, that you are being honoring of each other's bodies, because it's almost too like a stewardship of your body that you get to bring to your spouse, right?
Yeah.
And connect at that level that you can't connect with anyone else. So it's amazing. Yeah.
It is, and it's a gift. It's a gift from God. I think about this also. I think about the agency that we have that I have as a man, that you have as a woman, to be my wife, to be partners in this marriage, to be together, and to have the beautiful privilege of saying, I give you everything that I am. Everything that I have in me, in my heart, in my mind, to be with you in this moment, right? In the moment that you're having sex, you're opening up your whole being to your wife or to your husband.
And it's the most vulnerable.
The most vulnerable,
All your vulnerable parts are out.
like you're the
All of
most
them.
vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I feel that for men, a lot of the times, that's the only place that we find in our hearts to be vulnerable, to open our hearts, right? And you'll hear it in Red Hot Marriage. Some of our episodes, we talk about being more integrated as men. I'm talking to the men, and be able to share those things that are deep in our heart with our wife. And sometimes, because we don't have that yet, it's only in sex that we are able to open our heart. And that is beautiful. But I think that the Lord wants to heal your heart so you can share your heart before you get to having sex with your wife, so you can build that in her heart, that she knows your heart. And that whenever you have sex, you have nothing to share with her or everything to share with her. But the thing is that you're connected with her in that moment. And if you're connected with her, guess what? That experience, you don't need to hide anything. You don't need to say anything. You don't need to, nothing. Just be there in that moment with the love of your life, with your wife, and enjoy that moment together with her. And becomes this connected moment that you have agency to give yourself completely to her.
I love that.
And how beautiful is that picture to be able to do that? And you can, like, if you're listening to this podcast and you might be saying, man, I don't have that. What is that? You're talking a different language whenever you're saying this. I'm telling you that as you continue to grow, continue to build a red hot marriage, this is possible for you, for your wife, to have a beautiful marriage, but have a beautiful sex environment in your relationship that you can enjoy forever.
And it comes from, again, going back, being honest, being open, being transparent.
Say it, honey.
That's why it's red hot. Because
Red hot.
honest, open, and transparent
Yeah.
will only produce something like this that is life-giving. When you are hiding, when you are closed off, and when you are
Not
lying,
transparent.
not transparent, in
Yeah.
other words, you cannot be integrated. And
Yeah.
your spouse is going to feel it in
Right.
the bedroom, in your conversations,
Yeah.
in your attitude, in
Yeah.
it's going to show up everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people choose to live this life of just lying to themselves, that they can compartmentalize parts of their life and then like have an amazing sex life. It doesn't happen that way.
It
It
doesn't
just
work.
doesn't happen that
doesn't
way.
work.
No. So we believe in being fully integrated people so that we can show up as fully integrated spouses to one another and create something that has maybe never been seen before. And that's what we're working on here every day. So I think we also want to talk about how to, let's say that we have a couple and thinking of the way that we've worked with some people that say like, okay, well, that sounds amazing, but the reality is,
Yeah.
like, I don't really like having sex. Like for the woman, I heard this, like, it hurts. It hurts to have sex. And for the man, it may be like, I really can't because
Yeah.
I can't. So I'll talk on the women's side and you can then tackle the
Yeah.
guy's side. Okay. So if you're having any kind of issues with your body, right? Unable to do that, see a doctor. That's
Yeah.
the best advice that we can give you. See a doctor,
Yeah.
see what's going on down there, see what is happening to your body that maybe you're needing some kind of, medical intervention, medical help. There's just so much stuff out there.
So much help, too.
You do not need to stay, like, this does not need to be the thing that you carry the rest of your life. Like, you can get some medical attention and get help. There's lotions, there's lubricants, there's all sorts of things that you can do for that. So it can help you and it won't be as painful. So that's something medically, get some help. So
Yes.
what about for the guys?
And for the guys, if you can't get it up, let me tell you, stop watching porn.
Oh, thank you.
Stop watching porn. The other thing, if you're getting older,
Yes.
your testosterone is very low,
Yeah.
go see a doctor.
Yeah.
Go see a doctor. There's plenty of solutions,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Plenty of help. Get in good physical shape as
Mm-hmm.
well. Just get your cardio going. Do some weightlifting. That'll help with your testosterone.
Yeah.
For sure. And as your weight starts coming down, your testosterone starts shooting up. You start doing some weight training, and you don't need to become a bodybuilder. Just take care of your body, take care of your health, and go see a professional. And I'm pretty sure they can guide you in the right direction.
Yeah.
You don't want this to prevent you from having a great sexual, again, environment that you nurture. Part of nurturing sex is you taking responsibility, be responsible for you.
Yeah. For your
What
body.
for your body? What's happening inside of me? What's happening?
Yeah.
And having that conversation with your wife, honey, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
I'm not watching porn. I'm good. I'm clean. It's just like I'm 55 or I'm tired or whatever. I'm thinking of the bills. That's important.
And you have
Communicate
to have
that.
those conversations because I know in the past we've had to have those.
Yeah, yeah.
That we're like, oh, we're ready. I'm like, oh, we're not ready. And and then that moment for the men, it can bring a lot of shame.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the heck is wrong with me? Why are things not working? And there's moments too with me that I'm like, babe, I just want to bless you because I have like zero with desire.
Yeah.
And there's moments that you're going to have those things. But having honest conversations about this is so critical.
Right.
Because it's when we don't have them that it just leaves one spouse thinking like, it must be me.
Right.
It must be.
It was
be
me. What's
yeah,
wrong?
like what's wrong with me and all
Yeah.
of that. And you have to be able to like laugh about it. Just okay, we'll try again tomorrow.
Absolutely.
We'll try again in an hour or 30 minutes, whatever, right? But giving yourself that grace and that space
Yeah.
to say like, hey, we'll come back to this and tackle it again. We'll try again.
Yeah.
Because that's so important, that we don't just leave that and say, well, I won't even try again because what if it happens again or whatever. So there's also this thing called performance anxiety, right? Performance anxiety for some men is, and we've talked about this in the past. It's almost through the filter of like watching yourself doing something and then like, oh, this didn't work the way that it needed to work. So now I'm kind of scared. I'm timid that it will happen again. but we have to be able to talk about things like this.
Yeah.
They're so important in marriage.
And that's safety. Safety
It is.
in having sex. Those things change.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you're okay being in that moment, and sometimes if it doesn't work, man, you get to try again.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Sex is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be fun. It doesn't have to be so serious.
Right.
And I think that,
And for
can we
guys-
give permission to all the couples to laugh during
Yeah.
sex?
Yeah.
To not take it so daggum serious.
Right.
Like, have fun.
And
It's-
for the guys, it's okay. Chill. Have a good time. You don't need to, Derek is going to beep a lot of things here in this. But you know what? Chill. Have a good time. Enjoy her. Enjoy being together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one thing that I know that we've talked about in the past, whenever we're teaching couples, connection, and we pretty much like it's not rated R because you're adults, but it is like just open conversations
Yeah.
about sex. Is we've talked about like sex being a playground, and it is your playground. You get to play with everything that is in the playground. Everything. Sometimes we get asked, should we use sex toys in the bedroom?
What?
Cliffhanger?
Cliffhanger. That's the next. You need to come and hear and watch the next part 2 for this.
Hey, maybe don't say come.
Just watch part 2. That's so funny, Derek.
So, should we cuss in the bedroom?
Part 2, honey.
Yeah.
I think this episode, man, is packed with great conversations around sex and nurturing a healthy sex rhythm and love and culture in your marriage.
I love it. It's true. I mean, I think that there's something that we have, there's a lot of information out there, but it's different when you're sitting down with someone and asking these questions and they are just being honest with you and telling you, hey, this is what we should be doing more of. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So,
okay. I think that this is good. We'll leave the cliffhanger there. We'll just put a little bookmark right there and we'll continue the conversation for next time. So for now, thank you so much for watching this episode on Red Hot Marriage. Please do go and follow Red Hot Marriage everywhere on our socials. Go and give it a follow, and we'll be putting special content for those that are following this. So we'll see you
Honey,
next time.
let's keep on building
a red hot marriage. That's right. I love you.
Love you, honey.